Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day, and welcome to the Fastcast, your weekly podcast of everything football, fantasy predictions, bets, news, you name it. We have it all here every single Thursday morning at 8 a.m. We're going to be right here at the Fastcast as well. If you haven't figured that out already, we're here every single week. And today, I'm joined here by only Mr. Chris T. We might have a late visitor as we get halfway through here. But we're going to pump through a little bit of this podcast, just the two of us for now. And Mr. Nick will be joining us later. But it's another beautiful day. What do you think?
It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I mean, it's cold. It was cold today.
2 weeks left. 2 weeks left of the football season. And then we go into the postseason. Guess who's not in it once again for 30 years in a row?
Womp womp.
Here we go.
It's the Cowboys.
Yep. At this point, I don't think it's ever going to happen. All right, what do we got today?
Well, today, I think we'll just start off quick with just a couple little things before we get into the games. I want to know who currently, in the current playoff layout, your Super Bowl favorite is from each conference.
Super Bowl favorite.
Yep.
And I'm starting with it?
Yeah, I'll let you start.
I'm still kind of stuck in the AFC.
Okay.
I think it's one of two teams. And actually, probably a dark horse that we talked about already that no one was going to be afraid of.
But they might not even be a dark horse anymore.
That is very true. Because they're playing elite football right now. And
they have been last few weeks.
The one that I always make fun of has been playing lights out QB play.
Mm-hmm.
One of two is Bills and Broncos.
Yeah, Bills are. The thing about the Bills is they're already toughed up for playoff football. So.
Yeah.
They know what it is. They know what it's like. They've been there, done that. AFC Championship games, right? They know the stakes. Whereas all these other teams, other than maybe the Jaguars, they haven't really won any playoff games or sniffed the playoffs, really.
That is true.
Especially when you look at Drake May, Bo Nix, and those guys over there. This is so new to them.
The experience does go a long way. I mean, look at the Packers the past couple of years. And yeah, that's like we've been saying too, at least out of the AFC side. It can be anyone's, like, no one looks extremely dominant over the other. The Jags did just beat the Broncos, though.
They did. They looked very dominant, and we'll have to see again down the stretch. I mean, and there you go. That's what we were kind of talking about. The Jags, they did make it, so like they're like the next tier down for me as far as like the experience.
That is true, and the Texans
because I mean
are coming
he
back
has. Too. The Texans as well. The Texans offense just hasn't shown me enough to put them up yet.
They've been playing much better week after week.
They have. And their defense is obviously elite, but like, I'm still unsure about them.
So
going into playoff scenarios.
This week is, first of all, they've only played playoff caliber teams the entire year.
They have. I'm not saying that they haven't, but this playoff season is just different. It's just different.
It is, and it's one of these teams that have been there the past couple of years as well.
That's one of those things where, like, you look at the Rams. The Rams lost to San Francisco both times in the season, and then we beat them in the postseason. You know.
Yeah, it is very hard to beat a team twice. That's a good point. But yeah, I think this week, the matchup, another playoff game between the two, is going to be like a really big tell on how they're going to perform in the postseason. Texans, it is.
I agree that their game against the Chargers this week is going to be big.
To answer the question, my top team at the current moment would probably have to be the Broncos, but a very close second, Bills. I think, like everything you said, been here. This is, as we've been saying week after week, their year to get it after everyone dropping out of the playoffs. Lamar, Burrow, Mahomes. I mean, this is, you couldn't have it laid out any better for you if they don't make it
Yep.
this year.
The problem that I have with the Bills is just they can't stop the run, and they just rely on Josh
That,
Allen
yep.
to be superhero, and I just don't think longevity will get them there.
Yeah, the run defense is a big problem. Like
But
massive problem.
I'm gonna have to agree. I think the Broncos too. I think their defense is pretty, and I know what just happened against them with, you know, what we just talked about, but I think that they're definitely the team to beat still in the AFC. Now, what about the NFC?
NFC, I still got the Rams.
Yeah,
I still got the Rams. I think they're probably separated from the rest of the team. Now, what I will say too is we've had the same thing. Give it the Chiefs, give it the Eagles, where we just look at them like, man, they just do not look good. They look like a horrible team, and they pull out these wins like out of nowhere. Eagles just have that weird aura about them that they just pull out games that,
yep.
you look at it and you're just like, how are they winning these games? So you can't knock out really the defending Super Bowl champs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm
No,
giving
I
it the
agree.
Rams in a close second, actually, and I think
The
they're going to have
Seahawks.
a great postseason. No, the Bears.
Oh, the Bears.
Yeah,
Really? You don't got this. I think turnovers are a big problem for Seattle.
yeah. I would say
Um,
Seattle. I feel like, and this is maybe a hot take, another one of my gut reads here. This is going to be the Vikings with Sam Darnold.
the Vikings all over again. Yeah, well, his
He's
first
not
game of the
gonna.
season, he
Yep,
just
he's not gonna perform when the lights are the
or first game of
biggest.
the playoffs rather. Yeah, I can agree. I obviously, I mean, being a Rams fan, it would be hard for me not to pick the Rams as the favorites in the NFC. Um, we just got some things we got to figure out. You know, we're still not. The thing is we're still not even playing up to our potential as far as like all around football. So if we can figure out some of those problems that we've been having, you know, letting up all the yardage, some of those short throws, and the special team stuff. I mean, 3 of our games this year were lost because of special teams. So it's if we can shore up some of those areas, I think we'll be good. And I agree. I also think the Rams. I mean, I
See, the thing I like about the Rams is they actually take action.
true.
They fix the areas that they need to fix. They got secondary
Yep, we
help when
just
they
fired.
needed it. They
Yep,
got
we
rid
just
of their
fired
kicker when
our
they needed it. By
coach.
the way, I told you, weeks before that you should get rid of him. It took a
I
couple
do.
weeks for that
Yeah.
to happen.
I think that in week 3 when we lost to the Eagles, I think we should have fired our um coach then, the special
Special
teams
teams
coach.
coach, yeah. And that's
Yeah.
the other thing too. You don't see any other. They're it's the McVay. McVay is like S tier
This is the
coach.
first time. This is the first time he's ever in season fired someone.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
he's just
that's just
elite. Smart head
yeah.
coach. He knows what he's doing. He's been to this stance multiple times, won Super
Right.
Bowls. So yeah, I still have them as my favorite as I picked them.
Yep. Yep.
Here we
Yep.
are,
I know you
very
did. I
beginning
know you
before
did.
the season even started.
Neither of my
And I'm
teams are
also
going to
never
make the
wrong, obviously.
playoffs. Neither of my teams are going to make the playoffs that I picked in the beginning of the season, so that's great.
You know what's kind of funny too? The
What's
never
that?
wrong thing.
Yeah.
Where are the Bears right now?
The Bears are number 2.
No, I mean in their division.
Oh, they're number 1 in their division.
Where are the Panthers?
They're number 1 currently. That
Yeah,
still has a couple weeks to go.
it
We'll
does.
see
It
about
does. They
that.
have two very tough games against Seattle and back to the Bucks.
Yep.
And
They could be out of the playoffs.
they could be, very well could be. Um, and where are the Jags?
We kind of agreed on the Jags though, but we've said it.
We did. It was more
Like
on the Colts
what
collapse. Is
Yeah,
what
it was
it
more
was.
Colts
Yeah.
collapse. Yeah, which Colts collapse plus then injuries, and who knows what they could have done the last 2 games if they didn't have 44-year-old, which
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, he
He did
was
great
slinging it.
for what he is. Yeah, he's playing
Dude,
great.
first playoff first play of scrimmage, he throws that thing like 50 yards.
Yeah,
I didn't
44.
think he still had
Hasn't
it in
played in
him.
5 years. I mean, he's doing exactly what they brought him in to do,
Exactly.
if not more.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you just can't win football games letting up 50 points, and I should know, with our
Yeah, you should know.
yeah. So that's just not sustainable. Number one
Sure.
offense in the entire league can't win games because we let up 45 points again.
Yep.
But
All right. Let's get into the next question. Just to kind of piggyback off what we were just talking about, who do you think the biggest fraud of each conference is that are currently in the division?
well, you already
In the
know my
playoffs
NFC
specifically.
answer. I kind of hinted on it already.
Yeah, yeah.
The big show, Sam Darnold Seahawks.
Yep. Yep.
They do also have a pretty solid defense, but once again, in the two biggest highlight games in these past couple weeks, he has a combined of like 7 turnovers,
Yep.
which
Um,
is you can't,
you
especially
cannot turn the
going
ball
into
over.
postseason time. You can't be doing that, and teams are especially when this is the last game of every person on the team mentality. This is my last game of the entire year, all in. They're not gonna let that slide, the turnover things
Yeah.
when you hit
Now,
postseason.
I agree with you, but I actually have a team currently with what's going on with injuries and things like that that actually I would trust less. I would trust Sam Darnold more than this team, and that's the Green Bay Packers.
Really?
I think that they are not going to be able to win football games come January. It's just not going to happen.
Is that a big hit to the Micah Parsons defense thing,
Yeah,
or
Micah Parsons,
is Jordan Love
Christian
okay?
Watson hurts, Jordan Love's in concussion protocol. Like, who knows if he plays this week? We still don't know. Um,
All you need him is in a couple weeks. 'Cause I'm
yeah,
pretty sure they
well,
just make it, right?
no. If they lose the next two games and the Lions win the next two games, the Lions are in,
Oh, do they
and
play each other?
the Packers are out. They're already done. They don't play each other anymore. So it's literally
It's in
it's they
their
have to
hands.
win a game. They have to win a game.
Well, I think they win this week. So
We'll see. Who's gonna play? If Jordan Love is not playing and it's Malik Willis or not, yeah, Malik Willis. I mean, he looked okay, but
I still think they
they're
get it
banged
done.
up. They're banged up. All right, let's get into the NFC or the AFC. We'll just do this quick. The AFC. For me, I'm gonna go with injuries as well. An unsustainable. I feel like it's unsustainable at least. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Yeah, see, I would have went with them too. Same old story. Get there, lose first round. I actually like them going into the playoffs this year.
I do just because I like what Justin Herbert's doing, but like their whole offensive line is hurt, and once they start playing these teams back to back to back, I mean that's already starting this week against the Texans. Like we're already getting into some playoff football for them. So once they get into that first round, I don't know if like if they play first round against a Broncos or a Texans, I don't know if Justin Herbert's going to survive.
They have been doing it so far, and we've known that to
They
be the
have.
issue the whole year,
Listen, they
basically.
have. Hey, listen, they have. And you want to know what? Last year, Sam Darnold took 9 sacks in a game and lost because of
Oh,
it. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that's going to happen to Justin Herbert, but it could.
I mean, he's the kind of guy that gets sacked 9 times and still wins a game. So,
True. Fair.
I was gonna go with like the obvious.
The Steelers.
Yep, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
I could see
Big
that too.
surprise.
Just
I
young. Just
think,
young.
and this is just one of my weird things again. Watching this game last week against the Ravens, I, th- I, I feel like they've been exposed.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
feel
they ended up
like
winning, but that's because
they did.
they didn't put in freaking Henry in the last
Yeah, it's a
drive.
classic
Like, how do you
Ravens fourth quarter. They're up by like two
fourth
scores.
quarter fumble? Like,
Like I don't know how they end up losing these games, but Yeah, I have the strange feeling they're going to have an early exit of the postseason.
Okay. I mean, I can see them too. There's a lot of teams like that that you just don't know. All right, let's get into the games. We've got Thursday night game. Big game for the people who aren't going to the playoffs. Um, there's going to be a lot of those games this week. Unfortunately, we're just getting into that time of the year. We've
Yeah,
got Thursday night football. Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Commanders. Dallas opens up at a -7 favorite. I feel like this is pretty easy. Even though the Cowboys defense isn't playing that great, the Commanders just suck right now. They've taken everybody out. Give me the Cowboys -7.
you know what, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to completely agree with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, we shouldn't be. I mean, I'd like to see them lose out, to be honest. Get the best draft possible. We're still playing to win. Starters are Daxon. Everyone's going
of
full
course.
bore trying to win the game. I think we win pretty easily, especially on the other side. Everyone's banged up too on the Commanders. They've had a really rough year, man. You got to feel bad for them after a
Oh yeah, for sure.
phenomenal NFC run the year before. But I think we win pretty easily. And yeah, that's it. I mean, no contentions here. So it's just one of those games. I might not even watch, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not even really that interested either, if I'm being totally honest
Christmas
with you.
Day, by the way.
And it's a Christmas Day game. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got two more Christmas Day games, so let's get into the next one. Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. The Lions opened up at -7.5 favorites. This is the Lions are on a downswing. They need to win. The Vikings are on an up and up. Um, I'm gonna take the Vikings +7.5 here.
Vikings
The
plus
points are
seven
just a
and a
little.
half.
Yeah, I honestly think the Vikings are gonna keep it close. It's a divisional game, right? And the Lions have not been playing very well. So,
You know what, Chris?
mhm.
I'm going to completely disagree with you. I think the Lions absolutely smoke the doors off the Vikings here. Must win situation. Not going to let up. I think their offense is too powerful. I think it's still there. They still got something. They know they have to win. Must win situation. They're all
I
going to show
agree.
up to
No, I
play.
agree.
-7.5. I think it's an easy game for them, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I like the plus here just on the points. I just feel like it's a lot for a team that hasn't really been playing that well.
Yeah, and it's
I mean,
always
they
the
get a lot of
division.
yards, but yeah, and it's a division game too. It's like it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be pretty close. So, all right, the next game, another Christmas game, the last Christmas game of the week, night game. It is the Denver Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos open up at -13.5 point favorites. A lot of points, but this Kansas City team, I mean, they're in shambles. Um, I mean, they lost both of their starting quarterbacks. Who's their starter this week? I have no idea.
Minshew's out.
Minshew's out. Yeah, he got hurt. He
Oh,
didn't tear
man.
his ACL, but he's hurt. So
Oh,
they're going
man.
to a third stringer. This Broncos defense is going to have their way
Yeah, that's
with
going to be
that poor
fun.
guy. I'll take the -13.5.
Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna simply agree with you there. It's it's. I mean, they're done for the year. There's really nothing to really go for, play for. Everyone's quit at this point. There might not even be a single fan in the stands.
There might not
Arrowhead,
be.
toughest place to play in the NFL. Think it's gonna be a
Hmm.
breeze going in there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna take -13.5. Do you think we're like cruising through this with only the two of us? It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, it feels
we
like we're
are.
like zooming right now.
Yeah, I mean, we spent most of the time talking about the other two topics in the
Yeah,
beginning.
that's
I mean,
true.
to be fair, there's not much to talk. There's not a whole lot to talk about with some of these games.
Yeah,
I
non-playoff
mean,
contention. You just like
at this
you
point in the
pick who you
season, we
pick.
know what each yeah, at this point in the season, we know what each team brings to the table. If
Yeah,
there's anything special or extra we need to talk about, like that's one thing. But like at this point, we talked so much about each conference as far as the playoffs right in the beginning. Like I feel like we would just add extra. We would just
that's
be
a good
saying the
point.
same thing,
That's a good point.
especially. with this next game on Saturday. So we got 3 Thursday games and we got 2 Saturday games. First Saturday game is Houston Texans at the LA Chargers. We alluded to this earlier when we were talking about. The Chargers open up at -2.5 point favorites. This is going to be a good game. Is the Chargers offense going to be able to get past this number one ranked Texans defense? Um, it's in LA, so home game. They actually get home games, unlike the Rams, because Rams fans just suck. Um, this is a tough game to pick. This Houston team is really good defensively and has been starting to pick it up offensively. I'm almost tempted to take them. Now I'm going to take them. I'm going to take the Houston Texans to win the game. I'll take Houston money line.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we were hyping it up too. They're just on fire. A huge win streak right now. Perfect time to do it. Going into LA. Yeah, this is for me. Give me a game of the week.
Game of the week. This is for sure game of the week.
Man, yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I could see any way here, but yeah, I'm going to ride the high right now as well. I'm going to ride the high. I'm taking the Texans to win.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same. Might as well just throw in the money, too.
Yeah, I like it. F
the points.
Exactly. It's only 2.5 points. It's not like it's whatever. Second Saturday game of the week. We've got the Baltimore Ravens going to the Green Bay Packers. Is Lamar gonna play? He got banged up, and he went out for.
That's also a good conversation to have going into the last 2 weeks too. Starters.
Like, when do you just sit? When do you sit Lamar and just say enough's enough? Like,
season's
over. They're not out, right? They're not like technically eliminated, but like
pretty sure they are after the Patriots beat them.
Oh yeah. But then like just like you said earlier about the Cowboys, like you played
to win, finish out the year kind of thing.
You know,
that's like a big question. Is like you obviously have a risk, going out for injury every time, but you really can't think about almost the same thing as like playing fantasy or making a bet or making a predictions. You can't go in being like, well, if this guy gets injured, it's the same thing. But at the same time, like the season is over. Like there's really the only thing like people are going in and playing for at this point, the non-playoffs team,
pride,
incentives.
Yeah, pride and incentives. Yeah,
big last couple of weeks is big incentive. You look for the people that are just missing the mark. They're going to want to go in there and get the money. Hey, throw the ball to me. Big fantasy implications if you're in your championships and your leagues, by the way. Look for those kind of guys to start off your bench because that's a big who starts.
You
sits,
never know.
Starters, Lamar. It's always a question. Good, it's okay, it's not okay topic, too. I think we did this last year around this time, too. It's like, is it okay to just sit your starter when the season's over?
I would say yes.
By the way, it is 10:20.
I'd say it's okay, because if you realistically like don't make the playoffs and you have a guy like, like let's just say I can't remember they lost, he got injured, and he got hurt, and when they lost, they were out of the playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs, right? Or did they miss the playoffs the week before? I can't remember how it went down. Did he get hurt in the same game where they were eliminated? I think he was.
I'm not sure either.
I think he was. I was gonna try to say something about Patrick Mahomes, but I'm pretty sure it was the same game, so it doesn't actually matter. But the Ravens, now I think you said Lamar. If it really is like done, I thought they still had a chance, but I'm going to say that you're probably right and they don't. I think you sit him, but I don't think they will, because I think he's a competitor and he likes to play and he wants to play. So I think he's going to be in, and I think Derrick Henry's going to be in. So with all that being said, I don't know if I said this, Packers open up as a 3-point favorite.
Yep.
I'm taking the whoopsie daisy here. I'm going to take the
Whoopsie
Ravens
daisy.
to beat the Packers. This is under the assumption that Jordan Love is not playing. He's still
Right.
in concussion protocol. We don't know if he's in yet. Christian Watson hurt his shoulder. Their other tight end, their second tight end, went out to an ACL tear. Did you see that in the last game?
The Musgrave?
Yeah, they lost a second tight end. I don't know if it was like their next starter up, but
Oh,
they
yeah,
lost
okay.
another tight end.
Wow. Yeah, they're
So
definitely getting
they're
the injury
losing
bug at the
guys
wrong
all
time.
over the place. Um, yeah, horrible time to injury bug. So I'm taking the Ravens here.
Jordan Love or not, taking the Packers -3.
Okay. I mean, they got a lot to play for. They have to win,
They
right?
have to win. I know it's at Lambeau. I feel like they know how to get you can't put anything past LaFleur. And the thing is, these Ravens are losing games. They're so inconsistent that they shouldn't be losing. 2-score lead, fourth quarter, 9 minutes to go. This happened multiple times this year. They just can't close out games. Big question for the coach and for you, Chris. Do you bring him back next year? This is like a real question.
Do I bring back?
Harbaugh, our Ravens coach.
I think so. I think he's earned enough. I think he's earned enough. Like, it's the same. It's listen. We're gonna make the same argument, and now I get it. They're missing the playoffs, and they were a little bad this year, but they've been consistently making the playoffs. This is the same argument you can make for Mike Tomlin, and I get it. Mike Tomlin is having a better year this year, and he isn't gonna have a losing record. So I understand that. And Harbaugh, this is he's gonna have a losing record this year,
Yep.
but I think you make the same argument, right? The tenure, what he's done. He's a Super Bowl champion head coach. They've been in playoff scenarios in the last few years. I think that you give him another year.
The difference is Tomlin's been pretty consistent on his decision making and pretty solid around that. I think that's in question with this Ravens team this year.
Maybe.
There's some weird things that are happening in these games that don't make them the Ravens anymore.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Derrick Henry not in on the final drive of the game.
Yep.
Why isn't Derrick Henry in? Like I get he fumbled earlier in the game, but
Yep.
he was still producing.
Can't
So
punish the team
cannot
for
punish
that.
the team for what the player did. Yeah, it's like Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams fumbled in the game against the 49ers. We went into overtime. Kyron Williams touched the football multiple times after that. Like you still have to trust your player, especially a
Yep.
player like Henry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give me the Packers -3. I think they win this
Okay.
game regardless.
Next game, we're gonna go to Carolina. We've got the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Carolina Panthers. Seahawks open at -7-point favorites. This is an interesting game for me because the Rams losing to the Seahawks, which I want to get your opinion on this. I'm just going to do it with the Seahawks instead of the Rams. What was your opinion on that 2-point play that got reversed to a completed 2-point play?
That was the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen. I mean, I guess technically, if you look at the rules, the question is like the advancing part.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that I don't understand is the rule book says within 2 minutes or on a 2-point try, the only person who can advance a fumble is the person who fumbled the football. Therefore, they gained recovery, but it would be recovered back to where the fumble started
Right.
because he can't advance it.
Right. I don't know
So
what it is like on a throw. Like, is the fumble where it hits the guy, or is it where it ends up because it's a backwards deflect?
I
Like,
don't know.
that's
I think
such
that
a
there
niche
needs to
play.
be
That's like
that needs to be talked about more and figured out because I mean the Rams
a
were literally
huge
like
call. Huge call for the game.
everybody was getting ready for the kickoff. Like they were getting ready to kick off like they didn't get it.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh, no, 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 no."
Yeah, that was a crazy.
Yeah, like it was a crazy turn
I
of
mean,
events.
when you look at
and
it,
I'm
it
not
does make sense, kind of like it was a fumble. Like, you go backwards, but
100%. It went backwards.
yeah, that whole
But
thing is
but
just weird.
there needs to be clarification on how advancing a backwards pass goes if it turns out to be a fumble. There needs to be more clarification on that, I think, and I think it's the league's job to do that, and they haven't done that yet. And I know McVay asked for it, but
Yep.
um, and I'm not one to blame. We've already talked about this. Like
That's one of the weird calls. I mean,
I'm not a ref blamer. I'm not a ref blamer for some things. There are some things that we'll talk about here that I did dislike, um, but not in this game, not in our game, and in the other games. But yeah, weird, weird situation that was. This game, the Panthers are playing decent. Seattle Seattle's given the ball up a lot, and the Panthers of the last 5 weeks
and turned it
are
over.
top 10
Yep.
in turnovers. I'm gonna take the Panthers +7 here. I still think Seahawks somehow squeak it out, even though I really need the Panthers to win. But I'm gonna take the Panthers +7.
Yeah, and I'm kind of on the same wavelength there because the thing about the Panthers is they play a really good football, amazing elite defense, score 40 points against the Rams
Against good teams.
against good teams and win.
Yep.
And then the very next game they look like the Panthers from last year. Like
Yeah.
it's like you have a good game, bad. It's like so inconsistent. But at the same time, you look at them and like, they're winning the division. Just beat the Bucks to gain the lead. This is they have 2 back-to-back tough games here, and I think they go back to Tampa. I'm pretty sure next week.
They do. They go back to Tampa next week, which is probably going to decide the division.
Yep, very true.
If Tampa
game,
wins this week, and if the Panthers end up it doesn't matter if the Panthers lose. Actually, I don't think, because if Tampa Bay wins, the game is decided next week. The division is decided next week.
So it's just going to be decided next week either way, then.
No, because if the Bucks lose and the Panthers win, then they lock it up.
Right, but the Bucks aren't.
It won't matter.
They're not going to lose to the Dolphins, but
yeah, probably not. But we'll get there. So who are you taking?
Yeah, I think the 7 points is a lot. We know Seahawks are the regular season warriors. They just seem to be elite over. For my first whoopsie daisy of the week, Christmas week, by the way, Panthers.
I almost did it.
Oh, Seahawks, what happened? Seahawks fans, oh no, we needed this game to stay number 1 seed in the conference, by the way. Not going to happen. Panthers fans, oh my gosh, what a great win this is going to be, taking down the Seahawks too. No way. Can they win the Super Bowl this year? Yeah, give me the Panthers, whoopsie daisy.
I almost went there, but the Seahawks
They play good at home.
playing. They do. So I almost went there. So I'm
a lot
not,
of points. 7.
This is not surprising.
Big
7 is a
whoopsie
lot of
daisy
points.
week. Turnovers. Yeah. Sam Darnold. The defense. They're going to lock down JSN. Yeah, like I said, they usually do a super good game, super bad game kind of thing. I think they're in for postseason football. Lock them out. Win this game at home.
All right.
Give me the money.
I can see it. Next game is the New England Patriots at the New York Jets. The Patriots open at a -13.5 favorites. That's a lot of points, but the Jets just are not a good football team.
No.
They've been scoring some points, so I got to at least give them that. They've been scoring a couple touchdowns here or there, but they're just not good. This Patriots team, coming off a comeback win, they're still looking to secure that number 1 seed, so this is a must-win game for them. I'll take them -13.5. I don't think the Jets are going to be able to do much.
Yeah, I was thinking because It is two score
I
kind of
almost
thing.
went. I almost went the plus.
I was debating the same
But
thing because you see a lot of these half point games come within literally the half point. Somehow Vegas does this all the time.
yep.
Weird coincidence that happens week after week after week after week after week with multiple different games. But yeah, I'm gonna give him the two scores here. I was thinking like pretty hard on about the division thing and keeping it with two,
Yep.
but I mean, Vrabel's gonna have him ready to play this game and just same energy, same mojo.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. I see him smoking them pretty much, so I'm gonna agree with you.
Cool. Next up, we've got the Steelers at the Cleveland Browns. Steelers open up at minus 3-point favorites. Talk a little bit about the Steelers team and that Steelers game. Don't have Nick here, so he can't go into a rant about it. But
This would have been a 20-minute segment.
the refs in this game were horrible. I want to preface that by saying I agree with the final play of the game. I totally agree that the final play of the game was a pass interference, offensive. So no good touchdown. But on that same drive, a few plays earlier, there was another offensive pass interference. They called a pass interference. It was a pick play that they basically called it. But the defender stepped right in front of the offensive player as he's trying to run his route. Horrible. Absolutely horrible play call. Negates a touchdown. And the Lions lose.
You putting the game on the refs?
There was a lot of bad calls in this game.
So is that a yes?
They still had a chance to win it, though. I'm not going to put it all on the refs. The Lions defense led up an astonishing amount of rushing yards to Warren. I mean,
yeah, that is true.
And they only ran for like 30 total rushing yards. The Lions did. I mean, sure, did it affect the little bit of the end of the game? Probably, but I'm not putting it on the refs that they lost. They lost because they didn't play a full 60 minutes of football.
Yeah. If they were, playing the whole game, you're right. They wouldn't have been behind at that moment and needed that.
Yep. Now, does it suck that the first call?
Chris, it's
was
definitely on the
call?
refs.
Yeah. No, it's not on the refs.
100% on the refs, dude.
I can't.
We keep going back to this thing with it. Literally, the play to decide the game is called back to a ref call.
I mean,
or wrong call, or
I'm just more on the side of
sometimes the 60-minute game does come down to that one play that you need
to be able to play 60 minutes.
It comes down to that one play that you need at the end of your 60 minutes, and you made that play. But guess what? Ref call. You played the full 60 minutes. This is your play. You have a chance. You're in the winning position. You're in the driver's seat. You make an absolutely phenomenal play to score a touchdown in the last drive to gain the lead. Called back.
If you listen to Puka Nacua hates the refs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he tweeted after the game on last Thursday. He said, "And looks like the refs did it again."
Yep, it was.
He deleted his tweet.
I know. But... Yeah. It's because he mentioned it on the live stream with
Yeah, he did.
Aiden Ross, I think he was on with.
Yep.
He's like, these guys just make calls so they can be on TV.
Did you see when Cooper Kupp caught the ball on the sideline and the ref came over and they did like the catch signal? They signaled it so hard that their one leg like flung up in the air, like all theatrical and stuff. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't. No.
But basically confirms exactly what Puka was saying.
It's just a show.
Like they just want to be on TV.
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from. I feel we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on the whole ref situation at this point. Maybe my tone will change at some point, but as of right now, I'm just in favor of the 60-minute thing. But getting into this game,
human error too. You have to account for because it's hard to we obviously get the slow motion replay as soon as it happens. They don't see that
exactly.
In real
they
life.
They don't. So some of that is definitely human error, unfortunately.
Yeah. Part of the game.
Part of the game, exactly. until they make it not part of the game. So we'll see if that ever happens. Um, but Steelers are going to be without DK for the remainder of the season. I think that's a big hit. Even if he's not getting targeted like he probably wants, he's a
Still
decoy
got
out
to
on
get
the
covered.
field.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm taking the whoopsie daisy here. Give me the Browns.
Whoa.
Yeah. The Browns defense is still good. And I like what I've been seeing out of Shador. I wish their wide receivers would just fucking play better. Because Shador has been putting the ball in some really good, tight coverages. And the receivers are just bailing on him.
I feel like everything was against him on the team.
Yeah. The coach, the receivers, all. And that might be a hot take for this week that I'm taking this whoopsie daisy, but I'm taking it.
Yeah, so I think everything came to fruition here on Nick's prediction. Myles Garrett is half a sack away from breaking the NFL sack record.
Right.
And on the other side of the bench is going to be the current.
Well, he's half a sack away from tying it.
Tying it, yeah. He needs one.
Yeah.
He needs one. And obviously sitting on the other is the current world record holder. So this is the game that it's going to happen at home in Cleveland against the Steelers.
Yep.
I am going to take the Steelers -3, though. I think this is just going to solidify their playoff position, lock it in. They're making it. They're going to beat the Browns in what seems like a system completely against their quarterback for God knows what reason. Seems like every week we see something else. It's like, well, what the heck is that? We've never seen that before. Right. You just don't trust the Browns.
I mean, I don't know. I'm taking them this week.
Division game, they always play hard. They always end up losing a game against the Browns. You know how it is, but I just have a feeling they win this game, lock it in. Give me a -3.
Okay. Next up, we're going to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Miami Dolphins. Bucs open up at -5.5 point favorites. You alluded to this earlier.
I did.
You think the Bucs are going to win this game?
I do.
I do too. They have to win. They are in must-win territory to have a chance at making the playoffs. The only way for them to make the playoffs is by winning their division. So they're going to have to win this week and win next week. So give me the Tampa Bay -5.5.
I'm going to do the same, but it's kind of scary.
It is.
Because this is not a good football team anymore.
They've not been playing very well.
Yeah, it's completely downhill. Everything's going wrong. They can't figure out the pass game. They want to. The run game is okay, but it's like they're full in on it, but it's just something off. Like it's not there. I guess it's like play call decisions too. You know, when they get into goal line, red zone situations, kind of, do you just hand it off and run it or throw it? You know, Baker's not there. He became the MVP too. He's just okay now. He doesn't have the flair that he had in the beginning of the year. There's something like, this team's really going down. But I believe in them in Miami, right across the state, East Coast. Miami just has nothing to play for. They've been out for the count for a little bit. Tua's not even playing, and in my opinion, they're just a worse football team. Surprisingly, without Tua playing.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I just think they win it. I don't think.
But it is scary. It's scary, and they could cover the spread. Miami could cover the spread.
They could. To be honest, I'd rather see the Panthers in the playoffs. I think they'd be more competitive.
I think they're a better team. They're a better team right now. I agree.
I think they'd be more competitive in the postseason than the Bucs. And that's when I get to the postseason, I don't want to see games like the Steelers Chiefs. Like we go in and we're like, okay, we know they're gonna.
Yep.
The line is set at -25. Like,
yep.
So yeah, when we get to that, I'd rather see the Panthers because I think they have a more competitive shot. Could even surprise the game. But yeah, I
I
think
agree.
the Bucks
I
win this
agree.
game.
All right, next game. We have the Arizona Cardinals at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are minus 7-point favorites. Cardinals have been playing pretty well, and they keep games close. They don't win, but they keep games close. I'm taking the Cardinals plus 7. Who knows what Bengals team you're going to get? You know what I mean? Is it going to be a Joe Burrow throws for 350 yards, or Joe Burrow throws 3 interceptions? Is he
That
all
is
in? Is he not all in? Who knows
that.
at this point?
That was my question. Is he
Like,
actually in
is
it?
he in? Is he in the game? I don't know. This last week, it looked like he was. He was having fun out there. It looked like, but who knows? So I'm just gonna take the Cardinals plus 7 here.
The Cardinals have lost 12 of their last 13 games. Actually, they've lost 12 in a
Yep.
row. Um,
Yep. They sure have.
you know who they beat in their 12 out of the 13 games?
Who's? I can't remember at this point.
You can't.
No.
Their last win happened to be against the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Yep. Like I say, everyone plays their Super Bowl against Dallas. You go there, oh, we got to beat the Cowboys. I just don't think this is going to be still a downward trend for me. I don't think they even keep it close. Give me the Bengals minus 7.
You don't think they keep it close?
No.
I like what they've been doing on offense. I mean,
I don't.
that's fair. That's fair.
I think the downhill continues. I think the Bengals are just going to explode all over them.
Okay. Okay. All right, next game. We've got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. The Jaguars open at 6.5-point favorites. Here we are. We're coming full circle to your down with the Colts, up with the Jags, right?
This is it.
This is it. I love what Phillip Rivers has been doing with the football. They're losing games. But I mean, you put a 44-year-old quarterback in against 2 top NFC teams who both of them could be the 1 seed come the end of the season. The final game of the season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks could be for the 1 seed. Which is crazy.
That would be an insane game.
It would be. Phillip Rivers did very well in my mind. But he's not going to do well enough against this hot Jacksonville Jaguars team. I mean, they are just guns blazing. So I'm going to take the Jags minus 6.5 here.
You know what, Chris?
Yep.
I'm going to completely agree with you. I'm going to do the same thing as the Texans. I'm riding the hot streak. They're playing the best football at the correct time.
Yep. They got hot at the right spot.
This could be, alluding to our topic last week, this could be the wave that they need to make teams afraid to play them.
I think at this point teams are starting to get afraid.
Especially home, like they get
now
home.
the thing is they could make a run for the 1 seed.
Yeah.
They need some things to happen, but they can make a run for the 1 seed.
Which
do you think they could do it?
It would be insane.
Or do you think that the Patriots have they play the Jets this week, then they play the Dolphins next week. I mean, do you think they could basically do you think the Patriots are going to lock it up? I don't think it's really easy for Denver to lock it up right now. Obviously, they got Houston this week.
And they have the tiebreaker anyway, so even if they end, the same record, which I think they are now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they just win it anyway. So it's up to the Patriots.
Okay. Just curious. So you taking the Jags as well, right?
Yeah. -6.5 Jags. I think they ride the wave, beat the Colts pretty easy.
I mean, the next game, you got to say it with me. Actually, the next game and the game after that we'll get into. Ball
Game
avoiders
of
of the
the
week.
week. Oh yeah.
Yeah, game of the week. Yeah, game of the week. Next two games, eyeball avoiders of the week. We can. I feel like we can just get through these pretty quickly. We got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Saints are 2.5 point favorites. It's almost a pick 'em for this game. Um, the Saints offense has been playing pretty good. They've won three straight
Damn.
against divisional opponents too. Beat the Bucks, beat the Falcons.
Beat the Panthers.
Um, yeah, there you go. I mean, the Saints are trending upward, and the Titans are not. Give me the Saints -2.5.
You know what, Chris? I'm gonna completely agree with you, and this brings me up to another topic. Actually,
Yep.
could kind of be in it's okay. It's not. We'll just keep it. So, end of the year. Is this win streak? Does like these like
Do
hype
these win streaks
games
matter?
when they don't? Yeah, we'll say does it matter? Because does it carry over into the next year, or is it too
Well, I
far to
think we're
gap? Or...
seeing it. I think we're seeing it play out here with the Panthers. We
Oh
talked
my
about it
God! I'm
earlier in the
glad you said
season.
that
We
because
talked
that's
about it earlier in
exactly
the
what I
season,
was
right?
thinking.
To end the season last year, they went
Four
on
in a
a
row or
run, won a
something.
couple games, four in a row.
Yep.
Yup. Bryce Young looked really good. They struggled a little bit in the beginning of the season this year, but they're back up to where they ended the season last year, better, if really. So I think yes, I think it does matter for these young teams, these young quarterbacks. I think all of that matters. I think every little bit of experience they can get matters. Um, and I think Tyler Shuck has been kind of balling out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that brings me to my next couple questions. One, is he the franchise QB going forward?
Ooh. I think they gotta let him play next year.
Just by the way
Is
he's been
he?
playing,
Yes, I think you have to, just as like an ode to
Bryce
him.
Young kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I think you have to give him another year. I mean, they drafted him in the second round for a reason, right? I mean, he's he's not a first round player, but they drafted him in the second, so I think they believe in him.
Follow up question:
Uh,
can this be a Carolina Panthers next year,
it could.
where they're in contention for the division, possibly playing Week 18 for the division win next year?
Yeah, it very well could be.
I want to hear your definite. It's going to
Yeah,
be or not.
it definitely, it definitely. Well, I mean, it could be like you don't know what's gonna happen. He could,
If you
the
had to
team could,
choose one side, would you say they will or won't? Because anything could happen. You're right.
anything could happen.
But if you had
I'll
to,
say they.
if you
I
had
say
to
they.
put your
I say
chips
they
in,
will. I'll put they will.
they will.
Yeah, Taysom Hill's still good. They still got what's his name there, running back Alvin Kamara. Um, I think they'll add some pieces and they'll keep it going.
Well, you heard it here first, listeners of the podcast, Fastcast YouTube, every single Thursday, 8 a.m. Chris has a hot take that the Saints will win the Super Bowl next year.
Oh
Lock
yeah,
it in.
yeah, sure. Lock
Lock it
it
in.
in. Yeah, they're winning the Super Bowl. Yeah.
He has to stay on that hot take next year. But yeah, I'm taking Saints -2.5 as well.
Okay. Second eyeball avoider of the week. We got the Giants at the Raiders, and man, did what is going on with what's his name? Jackson Dart. Jesus, he looked horrible. Um, on the flip side, Genty looked amazing last week.
I feel like he's going to be really
Um,
good.
he's going to be really good. That's exactly what they. That's why they drafted him. I mean, he looked unstoppable out there. Um, and Pete Carroll talking this week loves the organization, wants to stay through any sort of rebuild. Um, I think that he's got a culture there that they want to play and they want to win. It's not working for them right now, but I think the players are still in on it. They want it.
Yep.
Um, and the Giants are too banged. They're so banged up right now. Um, they just do not look good. I'm gonna take the Raiders -1.5 here. It's a pick 'em, so it doesn't matter. I'll take the Raiders.
Um, yeah, so I actually like this game a lot, and I feel like they should do this the week before the Super Bowl. Is have the two worst games in
The
the
two
league
worst teams. Yeah,
play for the
they're
draft
fighting
pick.
for the number one draft pick right now.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like this matchup should happen. We'll call it like the Suck Bowl or something.
Yeah,
And whoever wins gets the first draft pick. That would be so much fun to watch, like the two worst
I
teams
agree.
like have a bowl game. That'd
I
be
agree.
instead of like the Pro Bowl game that no one watches anyway. No, or
Yeah.
it's like the skills games or whatever it is now.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I'm gonna go on the other side. I'm gonna take Giants money.
Okay.
It's a coin flip game anyway.
It
Jackson
is.
Dart has a bounce back game. The Raiders, even
The
though
Raiders
I'm,
suck, the Giants suck.
the thing they got is their running.
Yeah.
That's what they got. But the thing the Giants got too is Jackson Dart. I think he makes a
Yeah,
bounce
he's got
back
some
game.
swagger with him. He only threw for like 30 yards, but
Yep,
yeah.
yep. Bounce back. I think they
um
win.
all right. We'll take it. Next game, we've got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Buffalo Bills. Another pick'em game. This is a close game, but this is a big game. Not so much for the Eagles. They already have the division locked up. They're basically just fighting for seeding at this point. Um, but the Bills need to win. No, they just clinched.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're already
They're
in
they're still fighting for
seeding.
the division though.
Yep, seeding.
They're still fighting for the division, so this is a bigger game for them. Bills are 1.5 point favorites. Eagles, they've been playing okay, like decently well the last few weeks, like the Eagles team that you would expect to see. But I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. They're gonna be in. It's gonna be in Buffalo. Um, Josh Allen needs to win. I'm taking the Bills -1.5.
You know what, Chris?
Hmm.
I'm gonna completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't like the Eagles still. I
Nope.
think they're a poverty team. They're lucky to be where they are. They might even lose the first week of the playoffs, like the Bucks did a couple of years against them when they won the division. They had their like little funk thing. They made it to the playoffs and had a first round exit. I think that
Yep.
could be the case almost here. I would say this could have been the game of the week, but yeah, these teams are both in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter aside from seeding. I think Eagles are pretty locked in where they are. Will it be a good game? Yeah, should be a pretty fun game to watch. But yeah, Bills at home. I think they probably actually smoke them. To be honest with you,
I would love that. That'd be awesome.
I think it's gonna happen. I think this is the game where they just win by like 20
Okay. Even though they're having like problems with wide
with their
receivers,
run.
like both of the like their wide receivers are like healthy scratches, and their run defense is inconsistent. I don't know if I think they're gonna blow them out, but I think they'll win.
I think the Eagles' offense has been so horrible and inconsistent that it's gonna make. I don't think the run game is going to be as strong as other teams have been against them.
True.
Saquon
Okay.
also has not been having the year.
He is not at all,
Yep.
not at all.
So yeah, I think they smoke him by like 20.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Next, we'll go to Sunday night. Sunday night football, we've got the Chicago Bears going to the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are 3 point favorites there. This is a fun one. Dude, every time, again, I'll say it again. I've been saying it the last like 3 weeks. When the Bears have the football with seconds left on the clock and they're down, I trust them to win the football game.
They're the real deal. They win.
They have been the real deal. They find ways to win tough games. I mean, that onside kick, dude, Reed, you have to get that football. There's no like he let it bounce for 10 seconds. You got to get the ball. There is no realm where the Bears should have won that football game.
And here we are.
But they did. They pulled it out. Here we are. This is a tough one. San Francisco's been playing very well. They're very efficient. Purdy can have a problem with takeaways, and they just so happen to be playing the team that has the most takeaways. This is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a tough one. And I'm going to ride with the team that I need to win. I'm taking the Bears whoopsie daisy.
Damn, you have so many whoopsie daisies this week.
I do. You know what? I'm just on one this week with them. I don't know.
You know what, Chris?
Uh-huh.
For my second whoopsie daisy of the week, give me the Bears money line. I think the 49ers are not a good team. The Bears are contenders, ladies and gentlemen. They have a real shot, a real deal, Ben Johnson effect to get to the bowl game. Right in stone right now. I think they can be playing for one. If the cards are played right, fourth quarter drives, they only need to win 4 games. That's it. It could still put with 1 seed, actually. So it could be 3 games.
They could.
But yeah, 4 games, lock it in. I trust them to get the job done. I still believe this 49ers team is just not good. I think the Bears put up a lot of points and expose the Niners defense here. They do have Christian McCaffrey weapon, of course. But yeah, I just don't think they're there. And I think the Bears are a much better football team, and I'm going to take the money line in Niners, San Francisco, by the way.
Yeah, in San Fran. Yep. That's very true. All right. Here we are. Monday Night Football. We have my LA Rams against the team that holds our number 1 pick next year.
Do you guys tank?
Or this year.
Oh, no, you'd have to win.
Yeah. We have to win. Yeah. So they hold our number 1 pick, the Atlanta Falcons. Rams open up at -7.5 point favorites. The loss to Seattle sucked. We are going to fight hard to try to get that 1 seed back, even though we need a lot of stuff to happen.
So I have both of your guys losing this week.
We do, yeah, you do. Well, that's great. That's awesome. We need that heavily.
When have I ever been wrong?
You haven't. You've been doing great with that. I love Kirk Cousins and Bijan, what they've been doing. I'm not gonna lie. Drake, dude, Kyle Pitts, what a turnaround year he's had.
I think it's been trending that way for the past couple of years. I like that. Actually.
Yeah,
it looks pretty good.
God, I'm obviously taking the Rams -7.5, but if I was an actual betting man, I would take the +7.5 here.
Why is that?
Rams defense has not been good. Last 4 weeks, we have allowed almost 300 yards per game defensively. And that number 1 scoring defense that we had, number 2 scoring defense, gone. We have been let up so many points. We're just not playing well. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. Maybe that's just a over realism, whatever you want to call it, pessimist. I don't know.
It definitely is, because I'm taking the Rams -7.5. I think they're going to absolutely smoke them. This is a no contest game, even at Atlanta. Like I was saying, the Rams just look separated. Good football team. You can't really see too many flaws. Even your defense is like it's better than most, I'll say.
Yeah. I mean, I talk a lot of crap about them, but
so yeah, I think this is an easy win. Give me more than a touchdown. Probably 2 scores here for the Rams.
I would love that. I would love nothing more.
Primetime, easy win.
I would love nothing more. Yeah, big primetime game. MVP, Matthew Stafford. He just had 450 games in that loss.
Actually, I think he has a pretty good running for it.
450 yards, 3 touchdowns. 40 touchdowns, 5 interceptions this year.
That's really good.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's really good.
And just like that, we are all through the games for this coming week.
No Nick.
Sucks that we didn't get Nick's. No Nick this week. Maybe we'll have to get his opinions on the games as far as the stats and stuff, so that we can add him in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him send it to me.
Okay, we'll have to do that. But other than that, we only have one thing left to do.
It's time for It's okay. It's not okay.
So I alluded to it earlier. DK Metcalf suspended for 2 games. And why is that? Well, he got handsy. He got handsy with a fan who was heckling him. So it's okay, it's not okay to get handsy with the fan because they're heckling you. Justin, what do you think?
My instant thought is, of course, it's never okay. For any type of physical, hands-on, outside of the game, of course, altercations with anyone. I don't care, what they say. There's no words that should result in any physical violence. I do like the comebacks, though. I like the verbal for verbal assault.
Yeah. If you want to, verbal's fine. Absolutely, I agree. I also agree that it is not okay. This one probably not as big of a controversial one, but it's just one of the ones that came to mind for me this week.
It's a big story of the week.
Big story of the week, that's for sure.
Could hurt the team.
Like it could hurt the team. I mean, that person could file assault charges potentially.
Do we even know what was said?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't think it was.
I don't think it matters, to be honest. But yeah, I get it. Like the instant emotion of the situation, you know. But man, DK has literally everything to lose in that situation. There's no upside to it. Like, you get suspended, you lose the money for the games. He just lost all of his incentives. I think the dude just lost $40 million for this move.
Yeah, he lost a lot of money.
You gotta, as a professional, especially in this scene, you know you're gonna hear it from the fan. Like, you just have to do better. Like, there's no good that would ever come out of that in any situation, no matter what. So.
No, literally none. Totally agree. It's definitely not okay. You just ruined the rest of your season, and who knows? I mean, you're just they didn't clinch anything, right? I don't think. Did they? I don't know if they did.
I don't think so, because
of the Steel or the Ravens.
Yeah, it's still like mathematically, but I think it's like one of those 1%ers that like.
Well, who knows? We'll see if this plays a role.
That'd be crazy. But all right, let us know if anyone out there thinks that the fan had what they had coming to him. You know, you got to put them in your place when they say some crazy shit like that. You know, let us know if anyone thinks it is okay. But outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, a Nicklaus week. 2 weeks to go to the postseason. As you're listening to this on Christmas Day, I hope you guys are enjoying some cinnamon buns, hot chocolate, presents, spending time with a family. Everyone out there, have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We'll see you all once again next week for New Year 2026, going into the last week of the NFL season right here at the Fastcast every single Thursday morning at 8 a.m. You know where to find us. Anything else before we head out?
Merry Christmas. See you next week.
Be safe around trains. A message from Metro.